was at university, I remember hearing a fact that Katie Price had outsold all the Booker Prize shortlisted authors up until that point with her books, and she hadn't even written her books, they're ghost written. At the time, this caused quite a furore about the writing, and I wasn't that interested. So I have never read a Katie Price book until now. And I figured after some of my rants about Lightlark and things that maybe I should try something else that is not considered to be the best quality. So I picked a Katie Price book at random. I chose The Comeback Girl. Like I said, these are written by a ghostwriter called Rebecca Farnworth. This follows someone called Eden, whose mum dies while she's on tour. Her sister stops talking to her because she didn't go back until after her mum was dead, and her sister's been the one who's done all the looking after her and things like that. And then we see her sort of having some rocky moments in her career, being asked to go on to a show like something a bit like X Factor and be a judge, and then record a new album. So hopefully she's making a comeback. This is not quite as rant worthy as Lightlark because it is written for adults, so you can make a decision that these are all horrible people a lot easier and realise that actually, like, this woman is awful. You don't like anybody in this series, they're either all pushovers or horrible people. It's really not that well written. It's obsessed with like designer clothes, and some of the attitudes that are in it are definitely things that would probably have got away with a bit back then and maybe aren't as like acceptable now. You're meant to root for Eden, but I really didn't. Like, she's just awful. She makes terrible decisions all the way through. Even when people are kind of telling her that they're bad decisions, she still does it until she like gets right to the end and then decides to go for the nice guy, who, in all honesty, probably doesn't deserve to be with her. I do not understand why these sold so well. They are like readable, kind of chick lit books, but I think there's much better out there. I think there was much better out there when Katie Price was writing them, and there are definitely much better ones out there now. It is, like I said, not as morally objectionable as Lightlark, but definitely not a good read. I don't think either Katie Price or her ghostwriter should be proud of what they're putting out here. So yeah, if you're into well-written chick lit, then go check out something else. If you like kind of flimsy, unlikable people in a chick lit book, then maybe The Comeback Girl is for you.